Good morning, Central Georgia. Hopefully you're having a beautiful start to this amazing hump day. I mean, the past couple of days have been fantastic in itself. Yesterday, picture perfect day, temperatures in the 70s, mostly sunny skies. We're going to have that same type of conditions for today as well. But I know the main story so far is the weather that we're going to experience this weekend. We're receiving updates about what the type of weather is and how strong some of the weather will be. And as of right now, we have some details coming together, but there's still some uncertainty in the picture. So I'll show you the complete analysis of what to expect for this upcoming weekend. We also could see some weather that could be inclement tomorrow as well. So I'll go over that. Right now, I'm going to start off with a view of the Macon Skycam. Great stuff, not even a cloud in the sky. Temperatures right now, 53 degrees. So a little bit of a warm start as of right now here in our neck of the woods. Just an amazing day so far. If you loved yesterday, well, it's going to be the same for today as well. So looking at the temperatures all across Central Georgia, lower 50s in Macon and Warner Robins, seeing some upper 50s more towards our west. So in Taylor County, Butler to be specific, 57 degrees, 55 degrees if you go down to Crisp County. Winds are also really nice right now, mostly calm. Seeing some sustained winds in Cochran, 8 miles per hour. Then as you head down to Dodge County, Eastman, 5 miles per hour, Dublin, 7 miles per hour. And the satellite and radar, absolutely nothing. It is a quiet start to this amazing Wednesday, and it's going to stay like this for the rest of the day. So today, we're going to be warm again into the upper 70s, flirting with the 80s. I think some places here in Central Georgia could see lower 80s as their afternoon high, but I'm going to say upper 70s for now. Once again, amazing stuff. If you have any afternoon plans, so if you are free from work or if you have any plans after work, a great day to do so. But right now, we're going to check on this day 2 storm outlook. This is for tomorrow. This is not for this upcoming weekend. We have a low end level 1 risk. And this scrapes some of our most western counties. So Upson County, portions of Taylor County, portions of Macon County. I just want to highlight that this is all due to just because of how hot it is. Sort of like a summertime pattern where we've been hot for a couple of days. It's heating up the ground. So we have some instability. We have some fuel for some thunderstorms to develop. But once again, kind of like a normal July day or a normal early August day where you walk outside and you have a storm come in and it lasts for 10 to 20 seconds, or sorry, not 10 to 20 seconds, 10 to 20 minutes. And it could be strong in nature, but after that, you're just going to continue to have a great day ahead. So that's the level 1 out of 5 risk for our most western counties. But then going towards Saturday and Sunday. So this is the day 4 and the day 5 outlook. As you can see, the areas shaded in the tan, they are under a level 3 out of 5 risk. So meaning that there's a 30% chance of seeing severe weather. This risk highlights, once again, areas mostly west of I-75. So it goes in between Jasper County, all of Monroe County, all of Peach County, all of Crawford County, all of Macon County, all of Taylor County, all of Upson County as well, and portions of Dooley County, everywhere towards the right, so on the eastern side, under a level 2 out of 5 risk, so slightly lower in terms of the outlook, and that's a 15% chance of seeing severe weather. So that's most of Bibb County, Twiggs County, Jones County, Putnam County, Hancock County, Lawrence County, you name it. And then that level 2 risk is extended for Sunday as the storms move across our neck of the woods, which is a good thing because that means that the level 3 hasn't been extended yet for those counties towards our east. So still a level 2 for those areas for Sunday. Hopefully we don't see any changes in terms of extensions of the areas in terms of the level 3 risk. But all in all, severe weather as of right now looks likely for those places. So I'm going to show you the future view just to show you what to expect for today and for the next 2 days. So for today, absolutely quiet weather. We're not expecting anything, maybe some clouds in the picture. But then once we get into tomorrow, we'll have a partly cloudy start to the day. And then notice these isolated blips on the future view right around 4 to 5 o'clock. Very similar to what we see in the summertime. Like I said, they just pop out of nowhere. This is just all because of how hot it is. We're flirting with the 80s for the next 2 days, and it's just going to be warm. And with warm weather being continuous, that warm air continues to rise and it expands and it causes storms to develop. So I just want to highlight that yes, we could see some severe weather, but it's extremely low. And if we do see it, it would be very short-lived. We're not expecting this to be that impactful for your day. So we have right now, I think, a 30% chance of rain and potential rumbles of thunder for tomorrow. And this will be mainly west of I-75 for our most western counties. But like I said, treat tomorrow like a July day. Then once we get into Friday, we could have some showers in the early morning that could linger, but they'll lose some steam really quick. Once you take away the sunlight and the heat that's distributed throughout the day, they really have no energy to sustain themselves. Then we get into Friday afternoon. Some sprinkles are possible. So yeah, with the heat of the day, some sprinkles are possible, but I'm not expecting any thunderstorms just like what we're expecting for tomorrow. Mainly dry day for Friday. So it's going to be probably the best day out of the weekend to enjoy, have any outdoor plans. I know Dublin, they're already planning some events for St. Patrick's Day. I know tomorrow is the pancake supper, but hopefully that's not going to be affected by any of these storms. But anyways, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, great time to go outside and enjoy it. And then Saturday early morning, that's when our short-range models get cut off. That's when they expire because this only goes 3 days out. And this is when we rely on the long-range future view. And the long-range future view shows that for Saturday morning, it should be mainly dry, but once we get to midday, that's when there's a chance of seeing some rain. But the timing of the main front, that is the main driver of the storms that we're expecting for this weekend, similar to what we've seen so far this year. Late night Saturday, early morning Sunday. So this could be an overnight situation where in the early morning we could receive the worst of the weather and probably the highest chances of seeing the severe thunderstorm warnings, or most likely tornado warnings as well. So this is another case where we'll always mention have a way to receive alerts during this time and make sure that those alerts can wake you up, because that's the most important part. We just don't want you to stay asleep throughout the warnings being issued. So we're thinking, once again, late night Saturday, early morning Sunday, very similar to the two fronts that we saw earlier this year. The main front in mid-February, where it caused those multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. We also had that line of storms late last year, so late December, a couple days before New Year's Eve. Very similar to that. The timing almost the same. And then once we get into Sunday afternoon, we should be left with nice clear weather to start the week off. But it is looking more like an overnight situation. Monday, looking mostly sunny. And then Tuesday, once again, dry. We're not seeing any blips here in the long-range future view. So I'm going to go over the temperatures just to show you why we could see some storms for tomorrow, just to show you how hot it's going to be. So right now for later today, upper 70s, and I mentioned earlier, lower 80s are possible once again, but we're not expecting anything because it hasn't been hot for too long. We've had some cool weather in the past week, so that's not going to provide the ingredients necessary for storms to develop. And then, our numbers start to cut out there, but I can go to the 7-day forecast. Yeah, could be an issue with our models. But here's a 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, not as warm as what we're expecting for today, but still into the 70s. So we've had multiple days in a row, or we're going to have multiple days in a row where we're going to be into the 70s. That is enough to fuel the ground, fuel the warm air to rise and to expand and to cause thunderstorms in our neck of the woods. So we only have a 30% chance of rain for that time, and that's only for the chances of seeing isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms. Like I said this earlier, treat tomorrow like a normal July day. So I don't think it will impact much of your plans, but it's still good to keep an eye on potential storms for tomorrow. Only a low-end level 1 risk for most western counties. Then once again, Friday, 10% chance just for the potential of seeing some sprinkles. And then Saturday, once again, late night, we could see those storms roll in. Early morning, I think that's when we're going to see most of the impacts. And then Monday, Tuesday, a beautiful day. I'm going to go back towards the risks for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm just going to go highlight the meaning behind the level 3 and the level 2. We've only had 2 level 3 out of 5 risks for severe weather for last year. So for those of you who remember, early April, we had a level 3, and we had those nocturnal tornadoes for Warner Robins and I think for Crisp County. They were relatively weak in nature, but they did pack a punch. The next time we had a level 3 after that, it was in early May. Dodge County, I think an area near Eastman, received a tornado as well. And then Alamo received a tornado as well for that time. So we received 2 tornadoes during that day, and they came in multiple waves. For this event, we could also see potentially a strong leading edge, but there's also a chance that we could see another wave, but it'll be shortly after, so it won't be as strong as the first. But once we get to Sunday, the rest of our area is into a level 2. So the good thing about this is that we're expecting these storms to weaken in nature as they move through our neck of the woods, just because they're nocturnal. So most of the time they're fueled throughout the day, so fueled throughout Saturday, mainly towards our west. So in Mississippi, in Louisiana, and Texas, they're just gaining steam. The sun goes down and they lose steam progressively, but they could still come in hot into our most western counties. That's why we have a level 3 out of 5 risk, which is considered a 30% chance of seeing severe weather. And then once you get into later portions of the morning for Sunday, losing steam, weakening in nature, it gets downgraded into a level 2, and it's a 15% chance. Now I'm explaining these outlooks, but this is as of right now. So this is as of today. We're still expecting the storms to occur on Saturday and Sunday. So once we get our day 3, our day 2, our day 1 outlooks, these outlooks could change. So we're going to absolutely keep an eye on these. Now I'm going to tell you what to expect from these storms. Think of it like what we saw last year in April. Widespread storms, and some of them could pack a punch. We just have a higher chance of seeing tornadoes. Now, this doesn't mean that the tornadoes are guaranteed to be strong. Actually, most of the time, they're going to be still weak in nature, spin-ups, and relatively low if they do touch the ground in terms of classification. Nothing that we haven't seen before. And then once we get later into the day, those tornado chances, or later in the morning, sorry, those tornado chances decrease as well. But the thing is, the reason why we have a level 3 out of 5 risk this early, because typically we know 3 days ahead of time, not 4 to 5 days ahead of time. But the reason why we know this far ahead, this early, is because all of the ingredients are there. And all the ingredients are set in place. So in the atmosphere, stuff has to happen. We have to have low pressure systems, high pressure systems, and some of them brings ingredients into the south. So the ingredients that you need for severe weather are first instability, which is caused by warm weather. That's already being set for the warm weather that we're seeing this week, already into the upper 70s. We could potentially see 80s for Saturday. So the instability is going to be there. And then we will have wind shear. Wind shear just means changes in the winds in regards to height. So I explained this to a person on the street, and he gave me a perfect analogy. When you have a breeze in the surface, if you feel a breeze coming in one direction, and then you look up into the clouds, and the clouds are going the other direction, that means that the winds are going in different ways in terms of the atmosphere. So one direction could be happening in the surface, and another direction could be happening 100 feet in the sky. That means that the winds are interacting with each other. They're going in different directions, and that could cause a spin. And that is the main way we see tornadoes occur, because of that spin. And when you have that spin occur, and then you have thunderstorms happen, it causes for that spin to become more horizontal and to touch the ground. So we have that wind shear, we have the interaction of winds, that's in place, and we have that warm weather in place. So that's the reason why we have that level 3 out of 5 risk this early, but we just don't know the exact impacts yet. It's just way too far out. And a lot of the times this could be very fear-inducing. But the main thing I would like to say is we've seen this before. We've seen this twice last year, and we've had many nocturnal events so far this year as well. So do the same things that you did for the past couple of events this past year. So in mid-February, late December. If you do those things, you will be fine. And also having a severe weather preparedness kit and a plan in place as well. Best thing is, if you are under a tornado warning, having a plan in your home or in your domicile, wherever you're staying at, knowing where the safe spot is, which is typically lowest level, most interior room, and away from windows. That's going to be very, very important. But all in all, it is still 4 to 5 days out, and we could see many changes with this system. And we'll have a better idea once we get the short-range models as well. So say tomorrow, that's when we'll have the front moving into our short-range models. We'll see a better idea where specifically some places could see higher impacts, some places could see lower impacts. So it could be a messy weekend, mainly for late night Saturday, heading into early Sunday morning. And then once again, I'm going to reiterate, tomorrow could see a chance of potentially some strong thunderstorms. However, once again, treat it like a July day. Could be strong, but it'll last for 20 to 30 minutes, and then it'll just lose steam. It's just because of how warm the air is, and it's just going to cause instability to happen there. So that is our extended forecast for today. I had a pleasure. I'm going to go actually see if there's any questions that was provided to the Weather Network. Meteorologist Alex Pry, he couldn't be here today. He is on a school visit, so he's out there teaching the kids more about weather. Now, I didn't see any questions on the 13WZ Weather Network, but I'm pretty sure that most of you are mainly concerned about the potential for storms for this upcoming weekend. So that was the most in-detailed analysis that I could give as of right now, but we'll continue to give you more updates on the 13WZ Plus stream. So this is going to happen for the next couple of days as well. At 10 o'clock in the morning, Alex Pry is going to be here. Then we're also going to do it at 9 o'clock in the evening. Ben Jones, the man, he's also going to explain it as well, more in depth. So you're going to have plenty of opportunities to have the latest updates through our 13WZ mobile app and through the 13WZ Plus app on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV as well. We'll be here no matter what. And the main motto that we also have is, we'll be here throughout the storm. We're going to act as sort of the hand that will comfort you throughout the storm, throughout the bad weather. We'll be here to comfort you, so don't worry. It will all be fine. Just stay updated and have a plan, and you should be good to go. So I had a pleasure giving you the extended forecast for today, and hopefully you enjoy this beautiful day that we're going to have and that we're continuing to have. Sunny skies, warm weather, enjoy it. Afternoon plans, gotta go. So thank you very much, and have a beautiful day, Central Georgia.